Hey guys, it's November 10th, 2023. I wanted to give you a few updates on the yard and on the shrubs and the landscape and the trees for that matter. Um, for the yard, you can turn the water sprinklers off now. The irrigation systems, we're getting rain today, thank the Lord. We're supposed to be getting more rain in the 14 days ahead, and so it's looking really good. If things reverse course, then we might need to, recommend turning them back on, but we've never had to do that in this time of year. This is the few months coming up, or typically when we get blessed with the most rain out of all 3 months out of the whole year. Um, that's November, December, January. So we're good to go there. As far as the grass goes, some people right now are maybe getting confused on what's dead and what's dormant because we did have a 30-degree night in most places last week. And so just want to say that this is not a good time of year to try to determine dead versus dormant anymore. Dormant is our warm season grass's way of protecting itself from the cold weather, and so it sends all of its energies down to the roots. The brown leaves up top go brown. The grass is not dead in that instance, but we just have to wait until March or April to really see now as to what's dead and what's dormant, or what's going to be alive and what's not going to be alive once spring gets here. So just want to bring that to your attention as well. If you have any questions about those things, always let us know. Shrub and tree world. So pine beetles, we've been talking a lot about those recently. Just know that if you did get pine beetles treated at your house, or if you know family, friends, and neighbors who did, we have found out that it's recommended to get them treated again in the spring, because they're going to start getting a lot more active in the spring. There's some of them are still active now, but with this rain is really, this is going to be surprising for some of you to hear. It was even surprising for me to hear, because I just assumed that the wintertime, really stops them. But it's actually more of the rain. Is the water is the biggest factor that helps pine trees to repel pine beetle attacks. And so healthy, well spaced out, well watered pine trees is the biggest, best way to defend against pine beetles. So in the spring, so the question might be, well, then why would you try to treat them again in the spring? Well, so water is the best way to prevent, for pine beetles to prevent, to not allow them to damage the tree. But warmer temperatures, they will be more active. And so we are planning to send out some communications to those of you who did get that treatment this fall, to talk about what we can and can't do to help save those valuable pine trees that you have. Indian hawthorns, many of you know what those are. Many of you probably don't know what Indian hawthorns are. But for those of you who do know what they are, I do recommend this time of year removing those leaves that fall. Most all Indian hawthorns that I've ever seen in the Jackson metro area get entomosporium leaf spot. It's these little black dots that get on the leaves. They fall to the ground this time of year, and then those spores multiply and reproduce really well, and then it just makes it worse next year if you don't remove those spores, or those dead leaves that have those spores on them, the black spots that are on there. And so I do recommend, if you're looking for something to do, or a teenager or a family member perhaps that would be interested in doing that, then this is a good time of year that's definitely recommended to do that. And last but not least, dead shrubs. Dead shrubs are everywhere, especially because of the drought. This is not an official service that we're announcing right now, but we are looking into it, and so this is my way of kind of putting feelers out there to y'all to see if you are interested in having us come out and look at what we can or can't do for removing some dead shrubs for you. We're doing some research now to try to wrap our minds around that service, because it's not a service we've provided in the past, but this is the time of year where we start looking for things to do, perhaps, because we just don't have as much to do in November and December, and part of that's good and planned, and we're thankful for that. But I do have some guys that like to do some extra things this time of year, perhaps on Fridays when we're not doing things as a company, or especially on Saturdays. that some of you guys out there, y'all want that service, and I've got guys who want to provide that service. And so just let us know if you are interested in getting a quote, and we'll get more information out that in the future, and we'll make a big official announcement. Well, I say big, I just mean one of these videos. But you can go ahead and be on the front end if you are interested. Let us know. Hope all these things help. And as always, let us know if you have any questions. I hope you have a great day.